it going? I hope you all are doing amazing. If you're new here, hello. Welcome to my channel. I'm the Intuitive Rose. Nice to meet you. If you're not new here, hello and welcome back. I'm so happy you joined me again today. So today, y'all, we're going to do a pick a card reading on how do people view you as a person, okay? So we do have 3 piles for you to choose from. It's going to be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. All right, and if you feel drawn to, feel free to choose more than one. That's again only if you feel drawn to, okay? So that's again pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Let's begin. All right, so if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading pile number 1. So let's see, how do people view you as a person, okay? So I did write some channel messages down, and I did pull one oracle card from an oracle deck, okay? So we're going to first start with the channel messages. So the first message that I got was nosy pile number 1. This is funny because I was looking at her, and you see that mark on her nose. So some of you guys may have like a little birthmark on your nose. You could have like a nose ring. It could be a tattoo, or it could just be like a little scar, you know, take it how it resonates. But I did get the message that you are a little nosy pile number 1. But this nosy felt like you're someone that likes to be like well informed, okay? So if you feel like people are like beating around the bush, you will not give them the chance to continue, okay? I do feel like you are someone that will make someone like spit it out, you know, like tell me everything, okay? I was even thinking of like flights and stuff. So I'm not sure if like you're someone that's just well knowledged on things like protocols, proper protocols that people take, you know, because I believe if like flights are like delayed or canceled, the airport, like they have to either like pay for your hotel or give you points, something like that. I'm not 100%, but I feel like you are 100%, like you know, all right, you know the game plan, you know all of it, okay? So people definitely view you as someone that is just, you know, well educated, well informed, and you will not let people, you know, scam you. No, okay? And I also was picking up on like your energy being similar to a lawyer. So some of you guys could have maybe been drawn to that, like growing up. I was also thinking of like the Criminal Minds shows. You could really like watching ID, like stuff like that, like forensics. Like you really like to know all the details, okay? I feel like you're definitely someone that may also like what is like trivia games, like stuff like that, mind games, okay? So people definitely view you as someone very smart, and you do like challenges, okay? The next message that I got was you call people the same nickname, okay? So this could be like, you know, the same nickname, or you could just have a name for everyone, okay? You're calling people names, every other name in the book besides the name that's on their birth certificate, okay? Because I say that because I was hearing that song from TikTok. This was a while ago. It was like, babe, 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 something like that, okay? So maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so that's all I was hearing. So I'm like, okay, you definitely have to call people every other name besides what their name is, okay? So people definitely view you as someone that loves, you know, also that's your way of showing maybe affection. That's your way of showing, I don't know, just being a good person, okay? I feel like you have nicknames, you know. All right, and the other message that I got was you are an outside kind of person. Yes, because you see she has this hat on, right? So some of you guys may also like to wear hats. You could maybe like to wear crowns, like you may like to cover your crown. So that could be wearing turban wraps, okay? That could also just be like you like to have your hair up a lot, all right? You don't really have it down for people to see, okay? And so yeah, with outside kind of person, I was even picking up on like, even when you may like be in a rush or a hurry, or you have to be somewhere, or like when you're not feeling good or you're tired, something about outside you still do, whether that's like you have things you want to plant, or you go outside to meditate, to ground, to sunbathe, something about that. So like when it's a good day outside, you make the time to go outside. You're very drawn to nature, because I also got the message nature is medicine for you. So yes, people do view you as someone that's very drawn to the outdoors. Okay, next message I got was turtle. So now when I got turtle, this was about like an outer shell that you have, pawn number one. So people definitely do feel like you may have periods where you go in this shell. Okay. So yeah, you may be viewed as someone that can easily become unavailable as well, because once you go in that shell, you're in that shell. So you may become distant. You may become, again, just not as open. Okay, so you may have periods like that. All right, it doesn't feel like it's all the time, but it is frequent enough where, you know, people are viewing you as someone that can have those moments. Okay, and it's funny because when I got that, I looked up and I see she has two fingers up. Like, yes, she's pulling her hat down, but it's giving deuces, right? You know, peace. So I do feel like you are okay with sometimes, you know, just going for a solo ride. You're okay with going, you know, maybe out to the beach by yourself. Okay, so people definitely view you as someone that does like being by yourself sometimes. Okay, it's not just because you are alone. I feel like you do have people around you, but you do also value the time by yourself. Okay, so yeah, and I did hear the message Rosie. I actually felt drawn to look that up, and I got the message a symbol of elegance and warmth. Okay, so again, that goes back to what I was saying about like the outside. You definitely do like hot, hotter climates, warmer climates. Okay, so yeah, people definitely do view you as someone that is also like you're a warm soul. Okay, so when you are, you know, out of that shell, you definitely do have a way of, you know, spreading this warmth to other people. Okay, you definitely do have this nurture energy, pawn number one. Okay, and also Rosie was a symbol of, I believe it was good health. But what I got with the good health was like you're a healthy person to be around. Okay, and this, you know, this doesn't have to be, you know, physically fit, you know, physically in the gym, or, you know, eating healthy every day. You know, it's more of like you're who you are as a person. You are viewed as a healthy person to be around. So you could be someone that's very mindful of others. All right, that could be also why maybe you like to have your space. All right, so you may understand that, you know, sometimes we do need to withdraw, you know, to charge up our energy, you know, to think, to reflect. All right, so I do feel like you value those things, and you may speak about that. All right, and people do view you as that. Like, you are really a good person. You have worked on a lot. You have worked on yourself. All right, a lot of you have worked on yourself mentally. Okay, it feels like, because she is holding this hat, this crown. So this could be, again, your crown and your third eye, your throat as well. So you definitely do speak up on like these healing journeys that you have been on. Okay, and the last message that I got for you guys for how do people view you is, it was a scene in Wednesday, the show Wednesday. So you know how she had a friend, well, a roommate. She had a roommate who was like the opposite of her, right? You know, Wednesday is like all black, but then her other friend, I forgot her name, but I know she was like the werewolf, or yeah, I think she was a werewolf, but she was like all pink and all colorful. So people do view you as someone that does have that. You may one day be like all black, and then the next day you're like this bright, you know, colorful butterfly, you know, something like that. Here is like, once you get out of these cocoon stages. So yeah, it's definitely symbolic here. You have moments where you become this cocoon or go into hibernation, and then once you come out, you're like, oh, I just needed some time, you know. And it's funny because when I got that message, I looked at her and I'm like, oh shoot, like she has all this black and then she has a little bit of pink, you know? So it was so funny. I'm like, wow, so that makes sense, pile number one. So yeah, and I do feel like you are respected as well. Okay, so the oracle card that I got for you guys was, oh yes, White Rose of Hope. Now, it was crazy because I channeled all those messages before I even pulled a card. And I did get, again, that message of Rosie. So I don't know, maybe people, you know, that may be a nickname for you. Or again, like Rosie, I was just getting like with the names and just the warmth energy you bring. So again, this is number 30. I'm actually going to read it from the book. It's just a little couple sentences. So 30. White Rose of Hope. Hope, beacon, solution, beginnings. We see a woman dressed in a blue gown standing somewhere in a lonely landscape. Wow. Darkness surrounds her, but a shining white rose glows like a beacon and illuminates the night. Maybe this woman is lost. Maybe she is uncertain about her feelings, yet thanks to the light of the flower, she can find her way. White roses symbolizes hope, new beginnings, admiration, and young love. There are exciting times ahead of you. Wow. Pile number one. That is so crazy. So this is how people view you. You actually are a light in like your own darkness. Okay. So it's like when you are having moments where, again, you do go into that shell, you want to be distant, you just may not be in the greatest energy. And for example, this could also be when you're sick. Take it how it resonates. Okay. You somehow still light yourself out of that. Like you are your own light in your own darkness. That's amazing. Pile number one. I do feel like people view you as a light in their life as well. Okay. So that's the oracle card. We're going to pull a couple cards from tarot. So let's see. Pile number one. How do people view you? Okay. Also something about like your shoulders. Yeah, you could be someone that likes to, I don't know, I feel like you like to cover up, but then, I don't know, you may have moments where like you don't cover up. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. Pile number one, it's definitely like mixture here, but we got the King of Pentacles. So that's earth energy. So Capricorn towards Virgo could be significant. You don't have to just be that signs, but I do feel like pile number one, people view you as definitely someone that has always been mature. I mean, since you were, you know, in the wound, probably like you may have been someone that just matured very fast. All right. Like you pick up on things very, very fast. Okay. And again, this goes back to that outside, outdoorsy energy. So you could also be someone that likes to plant. You just, I don't know, you may also like animals, just nature. You may like turtles. You may like the water. Pile number one, it's definitely a lot of elements with you. People definitely do view you as someone that has respect for earth as well. Okay. It's just funny because yesterday I was on a walk with very Sag mother, and we did a long walk. Oh my gosh, it was so long. She walks like 2 hours every day. It's crazy. But she was just telling me like about the different neighbors. Like she pointed out to one of the neighbors, she actually comes outside of her house and she waters the plants, the trees that are near her house. So it's like she technically doesn't even have to do this, but she does. She goes out of her way to do this. So I'm thinking of that. So you could be someone that is like that, okay? You definitely are someone that loves nature. You want to make sure these plants are not, you know, dry or even like, you know, overly watered, okay? Something about that here. All right. I do feel like people also view you as someone that has like a lot of stories, okay? Because I'm looking at this King of Pentacles and she has like this whole community on her hair. Like the way the cards are, they're so pretty. But yeah, there's something about that here. So I do feel like pot number one, people do view you as someone that has a lot of great stories, and also you could be someone that really likes to also like plan a lot. Like you have these visions in your head and you do like to basically bring them into fruition. So you're also a good manifester, pot number one. I feel like you also have taught people how to believe in themselves. We have the Six of Cups. So yeah, I definitely do feel like, again, this goes back to like since you were a baby. And the Seven of Wands here. I feel like pot number one, people view you as someone that has had to maybe be your own parent, okay? Because I'm looking at the Seven of Wands here. You definitely could have like kept a lot to yourself, but you somehow still managed to be, again, this mature person. I do get a lot of independence with you. Yeah. Some of you guys could feel drawn to watch pot number three, and I say that because there was a channel message in there that it's making me think of, with these cards. But I do feel like you have been the type that maybe you always had a job. Like you always, was the one who, rather than going out, you actually stayed in and you worked on, your career, or again, you was always out working, something like that here. Definitely people view you as someone that is a hard worker, and you also may be taking like a break from that. All right, maybe the King of Pentacles, this could talk about like just living more in, again, like outdoors, just being more free with yourself, being more free with your work as well. Okay, the Seven of Wands, it does feel like you have broken away from something. You have kind of let your guard down just a little bit. And people do, again, that shell here. That's what the Seven of Wands is saying. It's like you are breaking out of your shell little by little, but you do have these frequent moments where you do go back in that shell. All right, but I do feel like people are viewing you as someone that has been a lot more just open lately, a lot more relaxed lately, and a lot more just in the moment. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles is in the back of the deck, so I definitely do feel like this is also work related. Some of you guys could have changed your career. 1717 could be significant, or 7 is an energy, a spiritual number. It's an energy of just learning. Okay, so yeah, I do feel like, wow, the Ace of Wands comes out, and in the Ace of Wands there is a book in here. So people are also viewing you as someone that has been reading a lot, that has been also wanting something new for yourself, okay? Because I said, like, with this community on her head, you have like this vision that you really want, and I feel like you have been someone that has always maybe thought of this. Like there's something that you want, a dream, a goal of yours, and you have not really given up on it, okay? Pot number one, you definitely are viewed as someone that does not give up on yourself. You may have moments where, again, you may doubt yourself, but you never give up on yourself, and that's amazing. Pot number one, I do feel like you are someone very strong. Like you keep the dream going. That's what I just heard. You keep the dream going. Okay, so you definitely are a light in your own darkness, in your own dark night of the soul. Okay. Wow, and the King of Pentacles is in the back of the deck. Pot number one, people view you as someone that also is going to have a match in this world. Okay, if you are dating someone, they may view you as someone that, like, you are the ideal person. Okay, like you don't let your past or traumatic experiences define you. Pot number one. All right, and if you're not with someone, pot number one, people do view you as someone that is, you have a special person made for you out in this world. All right. Yep. Oh my gosh. As I said, the back of the deck, the world card is, I was like shuffling and the world card is in the back of the deck. So yes, that's crazy. Pot number one. People may also view you as someone that makes friends very well. Like your friend group is like splitting images of you. You may notice that like all your friends, you may all have the same thing of something, or like the same kind of interest. Like for example, maybe you guys all have the same kind of dog. Maybe you guys have a dog, or hair. Take it how it resonates. But yes, people do view you as someone that you hang around with the people who are just like you. All right. So I think I'm gonna end it there, pawn number one. I think you're a beautiful soul, beautiful energy, and people do see that in you, pawn number one. So if this resonated with you, feel free to let me know. I would love to know. With that being said, love and light, and bye-bye. All right, so if you chose pawn number two, this is your reading, pawn number two. So let's see, how do people view you as a person, okay? So I did write a couple channel messages down. And I also pulled one oracle message from an oracle deck. But before we read that, I'm going to read the channel messages that I got for you guys, okay? So the first message that I got was businessman, businesswoman. Now, as y'all can see in this image, she's in a whole suit. She's drinking coffee or drinking tea, She definitely does give like she is someone that's down to business, okay? So you're viewed as someone that definitely could have their own, or people view you as someone that will have their own, okay? So whether you do have a business, like a side business, or you have like a full-blown business, okay? People feel like you take it very serious, okay? You're definitely someone that people see a lot of gains from it, okay? Also, some of you guys could be running a company, all right? If not, again, this goes back to like people view you as someone that could really be in charge of something big, okay? Because that's what I was getting, like something about running a company, again, being your own boss, self-employed. Like I'm getting all of that here, okay? You're definitely good at your work as well. People view you as someone that could really like be that cool boss, okay? And that's rare, to like your boss. But pawn number two, you're definitely viewed as a cool person, a cool boss. All right. Next message, I got soccer mom. So whether you are a soccer mom, soccer dad, or even, basketball, football, baseball, hockey, take it how it resonates, you're definitely someone that's involved and active, all right, in a child's life or in children's life. This could also be teenagers as well. People definitely view you as an involved parent, involved auntie, involved uncle, grandmother, grandfather, cousin, take it how it resonates. But yes, I was getting that. So you're definitely a person that supports other people's dreams as well, okay? I got the message. Come on, let me hear it. All right, so you will definitely sit someone down and, give them a chance to speak regardless of age difference, all right? And you're definitely like a coach, pawn number two. This is how people view you. You're like a coach to a lot of people, and also people feel like they could, really use some of your lessons, okay? You could have like a certain way of teaching, all right? And then I heard Shine Bright Like a Diamond, okay? So that's a song by Rihanna. So yes, it's giving you're definitely someone that is popular, well-known, just well educated, someone that is really liked by many, okay? And with the Shine Bright like a diamond, I was just really getting, flashy. All right, so maybe you have been, rocking really nice accessories lately, and this is how people are viewing you. Like you have been, adding a lot of accessories that's bringing your beauty out more. It's enhancing you, okay? I do feel like people are viewing you as someone that has been shining a lot, okay? Like I said, business, again, you've been looking really good. Some of you guys are just, also taking better care of yourself. I was picking up on that, okay, with the businessman, businesswoman. You could have been maybe, again, someone that has just switched positions, switched a role. So it's like you have stepped into this role and you are actually, again, like working on yourself, bettering yourself. Like you are even, like I'm hearing you're even walking different, talking different, stuff like that here. That's what it feels like. Feels like someone could have just gotten like a raise from assistant or like supervisor to manager, and you are like your own boss. You are in charge. You're very much not afraid to take charge. All right. That's how people are viewing you, but it's the way you take charge. Okay. It's not in a way where I'm the boss, listen to me only. It's not that. I feel like you definitely are someone that you also respect other people's and other people positions. Okay. So that's why I was getting like, you're like a cool boss. Like people could really get along with you. Okay. I was also picking up on like accessories in your hair. So yeah, people are viewing you as definitely someone that has been adding a lot. Okay. Maybe, you're wearing a different kind of perfume now. Maybe you're wearing perfume now. Okay. Because you are standing out right now. And this is how people are viewing you. Okay. The next message that I got was teaching people about privileges. Now, I was just like a little confused with that. Privileges, because it's like normally when people hear like privileged lady, privileged man, it's not really taken, the best, okay? Because people are like for example, celebrities. You know how like people say, oh, they have a silver spoon, like their kids given a silver spoon. People will refer to that as like a privilege. But with you, pawn number 2, you do seem to have a luxury of something, but privileges feel more like a gratitude. All right. I hope that makes sense, because that's what I was getting. Like, it's a privilege to be alive. It's a privilege to be able to see outside, to be able to see results from something. It's a privilege to be able to hear, to hear music, to hear other people talk, to hear other people's dreams, like there was something about you giving privileges to things and allowing other people to kind of just awaken like, wow, you know what? It really is a privilege. It's a privilege to be able to have my own right now. It's a privilege, So you definitely are a coach. You're a teacher to people, okay? You teach people about their own behaviors. Like I was picking up on that, pawn number 2. You're a cool person, okay? Like you could really, address something, but the way you can address it, like nobody will walk away feeling like offended. No, they will actually walk away like, you know what? I actually needed that. I needed someone to be honest with me. I feel like pawn number 2, you're an honest friend. All right. So like, for example, like if someone has something in their nose, you're going to be like, hey, pawn number 2, like you got something in your nose. Like you will whisper it. You're someone that looks out for others. Okay. That's how I can word that. All right. So the next message was people view you as a special person. Like what a privilege to come across you, pawn number 2. Literally. You teach people about privileges, but it's like you are a privilege as well. Okay. So yeah, people also may view you as, opportunities. Now, I'm not saying they may look at you only as an opportunity, but you do have an advantage in some way. Maybe you are in the spotlight. Maybe you do, again, know, the ins and the outs. All right. So you do bring opportunities to people, and this is how people view you. All right. Also, like, feel like, maybe you help people get into places, whether you are the manager and you can, hire people. All right. It's like similar to that. You have a way of really, making people want to be around you, pawn number 2. I was also getting, you could be someone that knows how to do everything yourself. All right. Now, maybe you weren't self-taught, right? But you have used what you learned. Okay. And you're now teaching it to others. Okay. But again, there's something about you being, I don't know, like it feels like a person that doesn't judge others. It's like, I've been there, I've been that person, or I felt that before, and you have a way of explaining why someone may feel that. All right. You also, oh my gosh, that's another thing I was getting. People view you as someone that speaks up, like honestly. So you will definitely share things that maybe people would have never suspected from you. And it's like you kind of reframe things for people. Like, for example, say you have a history. Maybe you were in jail, but now you're like this billionaire. you're successful, right? You have this whole community of followers, and it's like you have a way of reframing people's minds, like, you know what, maybe I wasn't this good person in 2018, but now it's 2024, and now I have the ability to change myself. I have the ability to be better. This is how people view you, pawn number 2. You're very powerful. All right, like even like looking at this image, the blue, it's definitely, it's like enforcing, okay, but it's enforcing in a gentle way, but also stern, like in a way that people need it. You definitely do tell people what they need to hear. All right. Anything else? So yes, I was getting your self-taught and teaching. You teach things to others. I also got the message of Superwoman, Superman. Yeah, literally, Superwoman, Superman. You're powerful. Like you really have superpowers. Pawn number 2. Okay. And also, when I was writing that down, I put down that I've seen a family van. So that goes back to you being family oriented. And if you're not close with your parents, you are a parent that is going to be close to your children, or you do have children, you are a close parent. If you're not close with your family, you are close with, the family that you have, around you, whether that's friends, cousins, all right, friends that you met, in the neighborhood. Take it how it resonates, but you're definitely someone that is family oriented, and this is how people view you. Okay, so we're gonna pull from, actually no, I gotta read y'all oracle message. So pile number 2, you guys got number 48. So that is butterfly garden. All right, wow, butterfly garden. So some of you guys may also like butterflies. Okay, so let's go to 48. I'm going to read it. It's just a couple sentences, nothing long. So number 48, butterfly garden, curiosity, discovery, small moments in life. Wow. A woman holds a blooming flower in her hand as she gazes towards the sky. On her head sits a butterfly, closely examining the purple petals, enjoying the situation. The woman stands still and quietly soaks in her surroundings. She does not want to disturb the scene. In our daily life, there are so many possible moments that could be precious. If we could just take the time to notice them, be mindful of your surroundings and pay attention. Ask, why is that there? Then make connections. Small observations can lead to great discoveries. I'm telling you, it's crazy how these oracle messages are resonating with the channeled messages that I got. I did not look at this, the description. I actually pulled this oracle card after I got those channel messages. I did that for all the piles, and they've been resonating like crazily. So that's amazing. And this goes back to what I was saying, how you have a way of really sitting down and observing things. You have a way of really looking at life as a privilege. All right. And you teach this to people. You teach people how to be still, how to embrace moments. All right. You see the beauty all around you, pot number 2. You see the beauty in people. All right. And oh my gosh, thank you, Spirit. Like I said, for that example of maybe, having a history, and you being able to reframe your life. Like that's the inspiration that you bring to other people with the stories that you share, with the experiences, that you have been through. That's beautiful, pawn number 2. All right, so we're going to pull from tarot. Some of you guys may like the color purple, or what's this color? It's like purple, fuchsia, lavender, something like that. So you could like pink purples. You could also like blue or green. All right, those may be colors that you like. All right, so let's pull from tarot. Yeah. Okay, wow. The first card that comes out, I'm telling you, I can't make this up. The Emperor. The Emperor was the first card that comes out. And again, you are like a boss. You are someone that people look up to as a boss. And you're that cool boss. All right. I'm literally picking up on someone that is like rich, celebrity vibes, all right? Someone that's popular, but you're not a mean woman. You're not a mean man, all right? You know how like in the movie Mean Girls, you know, the ladies that were popular, they were mean. You're the whole opposite, all right? So you're definitely someone that people view as like, okay, you deserve this. You deserve this emperor. You deserve this authority. You deserve this power. Pawn number 2. Yeah, because you use it for good. You use it for good, all right? And you're also someone that's not to play with. I do feel like you do put people in their place, the bad and the wrong, all right? You do understand what's wrong and what's right. And I do feel like you call that out. But you may have a way of calling it out, again, that's not too aggressive, all right? I do feel like people view you as someone that has a lot of connections. You have a lot of people that you know. All right, this could also be other, people of status. All right, whether you know other businesses, managers, or just other people that are, again, like hold an importance in something. Okay, let's see. Something about uniform too. So I do feel like you take your work very seriously. Like you do. Maybe you don't have like this strict dress code. Okay, maybe when you show up to work or whatever work you do, like you're not too strict on yourself, but you do have a way of also being professional. Like you treat your work as, you know what, this is my work, this is my job. All right, so you're very serious about something, whether that's also like an online business, like you treat it as, again, this is my work, this is my job. All right, like I have to give my best, I have to be my best. All right, so let's see. Some of you guys could like to play chess. I even heard dominoes. This just talks about you like being very, like you have plans, like you have all these plans. Maybe these are your goals as well. Like you have things that you want to accomplish. So you had to, take that extra class, or you had to pay for that extra course to get you where you needed to be. And that's the thing. You share these, like you put people on. All right. Partner to you're a cool person. I'm literally seeing like someone fist bump. Like you're that person that people want to like stay connected to. You're the person that people will always say good things about you. All right, regardless of past history, regardless, it's like you are not that person. You're a great person. You're a helpful person. This is how people view you. All right. I also feel like you could be someone that likes to like add really bright colors together, because I'm looking at this image. She has like a different color of blue, like her blouse, and then she has a like suit on that's a darker blue, and then she has red lipstick on and then yellow earrings. So it's like the way you color coordinate too. It's people view you as someone that definitely has an eye for fashion. All right, maybe this is something new for you too. Like I do feel like you have stepped into something new, whether that is dressing differently, whether that is, again, taking things, more seriously, your work. Take it how it resonates, part number 2, but you're definitely leading. You're a leader in a lot of people's eyes, and I feel like a lot of people really do admire who you are, who you have become. All right, 2s could be significant. I say that because 12:02 p.m. is on the clock, so February could be significant. Let's see, we got 2. Wow, as I say that, 2 of Wands come out. So yeah, definitely the energy of 2 here. And I feel like that's just, again, referring to the balance that you have like stepped into, part number 2. I do feel like people are viewing you as someone that really has gotten yourself like, baby, you're a whole new person. All right, like I love this. Part number 2, you have this world in your hands right now. Like you do have some kind of power. All right, you do. You have the power to change, and I feel like you have the I'm hearing ignition. Okay, you literally you have the controller. All right, so what you say goes. All right, you have people that will listen to you, and they will actually follow pursuit. Like you have power over a lot of people, and I feel like this is a good power, part number 2. You have people that look up to you. You have people that want to hear you, that want to watch you, that want to ride with you. Like seriously, like this is very powerful, part number 2. The Devil card. So the Devil card landed right on the Emperor. Now, I don't get anything bad with this Devil card. I just feel like this goes back to like the power, the obsession that people may have. Pot number 2, people definitely view you as someone that's also very attractive. All right, you're attractive, and also you do have a way of controlling people. Like you do. All right, but I feel like you use your power for good. So you may know this. You may understand the privileges that you have. That you do have the power, the advantage. All right? You understand that if you say something to someone, they will listen. So you use it wisely. That's why I'm getting like you take your business very seriously. You don't just share nonsense, all right? The Death card is in the back of the deck. I feel like pot number 2, you have definitely had a lot of changes in your life. You have made a lot of changes, and I feel like this is presently, like you have presently made big changes to yourself. Some of you guys could have also changed like your hair as well. But yes, pot number 2, definitely someone that's impactful, all right? I feel like a lot of people talk about you in a great way. Okay, you definitely do have people, like even people that may be, envious of you with the Devil card here. They may also inspire to be like you with the Emperor. All right, so you do have some people that are like, on you, but it's like they see you as this daredevil. They see you as someone that has taken risk on yourself. With the 2 of Wands, it's like you had a vision and you went after it. You trusted yourself, okay? Some of you guys could have also just moved like to a different place, a new home, take it how it resonates. But definitely people are viewing you as someone that has upgraded a lot, like your whole home. Maybe you changed up your whole, house. Like everything's new. All right, a new car, new phone, new number. All right, take it how it resonates. But pot number 2, this is how people are viewing you. So if this resonates with you, feel free to let me know. I would love to know. With that being said, love and light, and bye-bye. All right, so if you chose pot number 3, this is your reading, pot number 3. So let's see, how do people view you as a person, okay? So I did write a couple channel messages down for you guys, and I also did pull oracle card for you. However, you were the only pile that actually got 2 oracle cards. So before we read those, I'm going to first read the channel messages. So first message, pot number 3, people view you as someone that could always have like an appetite. All right, you see, she's drinking out of this cup, right? So you could be someone that, you just have a thirst for a lot. Maybe you like to also try new things, okay? Because I was picking up on like you're always down to try something like spectacular. All right, pot number 3, like people know if they want to, try this new place out and it may have like the craziest food options, they know you're the one to call. All right, I was hearing that Ghostbusters song, who you gonna call? And it's like you're the one that they're gonna call. Okay, you could also be someone that maybe likes ghosts or spirits, or maybe you are like tarot readers, you connect, you channel, stuff like that. Take it how it resonates. But you're definitely the person that people feel like they can always call, that they can always just get some advice from as well. Okay. I feel like you could also be someone that, you make sure people don't leave the house unless they have a full tummy, okay? So that could also be what I was getting with the appetite, is that you are like maybe always in the kitchen, you're always cooking, or you're always buying food for everyone. You're someone that is very, considerate, okay? I mean, even more than that. I don't even know what's beyond considerate, okay? You go above and beyond. You go that extra mile, all right? So people definitely do view you as that, all right? You take care of the household, all right? You take care of everyone, all right? You're not the only one that's going to drink and eat. Nope, everyone, all right? Very welcoming. Oh, wow, I forgot I wrote this. So Some people may also view you as a little impulsive, pawn number 3. So you could have moments where you just randomly create things like, like, all right, let's go travel. Let's do a whole road trip, and this could just be last minute planning. All right. So people definitely view you as someone that, does that, but you will actually, go with it as well. So if you do come up with a last minute trip, you are taking that trip. Okay. But with this impulsiveness, this could also be with your spending as well. Okay, so you may have moments where you're like, oh, I'm feeling like I could spend a bag right now. You go spend that bag. All right, pawn number 3. So yeah, people definitely do view you as someone that may benefit from budgeting a little better. Okay. Next message that I got was sometimes you can be restrictive towards yourself. All right. So that did kind of like switch from the impulsiveness. And that's what I was getting, is that you do have like this switch. All right. 1 minute you're this, 1 minute you're that. All right. But when the switch goes off, it's like, again, you become restrictive towards yourself. I do feel like people view you as someone that could really shame yourself for something, whether that's like body shaming or just shaming yourself, like, for example, where you're at in life. Okay. So I do feel like people view you as someone that may have a hard time, maybe seeing the greatness in yourself, the beauty in yourself. Okay. Because I also heard something that is out of your control. So there could be maybe something that you just don't like, about yourself. And it's possible it is out of your control, whether that's like genetics or whether that's like a living situation. Take it how it resonates. There's plenty of examples. I just, I can't think of them right now, but that is, I'm getting something that is out of your control. All right. And you may really shame yourself for it. Okay. Also, I'm like thinking of like maybe parents, like maybe you were around parents that were like, I don't know, maybe like emotionally unavailable, and maybe you picked up something within that. Okay. Maybe like the way they get their point across, whether that's like aggressive or just, I don't know, take it how it resonates, but there's something that you may have picked up, or again, something that's out of your control, and you do shame yourself for it, and people definitely do see that. All right, it's currently 12:12 p.m. on the clock. So 12s could be significant. December could be significant. Also Capricorn, or what was the other sign? I should have wrote it down. It was, I think, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Virgo could also be significant. Okay. Next message was, you will hype someone up in a heartbeat. Yes, but you won't do it for yourself as often. Okay. So pawn number 3, people may view you as a perfectionist. All right. So, oh my gosh, yes. Because let me tell y'all, once I was picking these images, I didn't even notice this, but I'm looking at her eyebrow, and it's kind of like, if you look at her eyebrow, there's some hair out, right? And that's why I got the perfectionist. So it's like you are like a split image of true exquisite beauty, right? Man or woman, all right? People view you as this, but you point out these tiny little things about yourself, and it's not even errors. All right, they're not problems, and I'm not trying to downplay you guys, and I do apologize if it may come across that way, but this is how people are viewing you. It's like, look at this image, she's beautiful, but it's like I'm literally picking out the eyebrow, and I'm like, what? Or the wrinkles in her shirt, like there's stuff like that you may do. You may nitpick, point out stuff about yourself, and I don't feel like people like that about you, because again, you are someone that is, again, very beautiful, very handsome, and just attractive in general, naturally beautiful. Yeah, how you see yourself does not match the reflections that others view you. Okay, and that, again, the eyebrow, I feel like you spot out things that people don't even notice. The next message was someone that changes their mind a lot. Okay, so yeah, it's like very impulsive. Okay, you definitely have a way of being confused at times. So people may view you as that, like, make up your mind, you know. So I was getting like, maybe one day you want to change your hair color, and then the next day you're like, oh, I changed my mind. I don't want to get my hair colored. I'm going to cancel that appointment. So you may also do that. You may cancel appointments like last minute, or you just may forget stuff a lot as well. Okay. Also, I was getting like your favorite color. So, you know, maybe you are someone that changes up your favorite color. All right. Like, 1 minute you like blue, 1 minute you like pink. Okay. Also, some of you guys may like the tomboy style. Okay. This is for my females watching. You know, maybe you like to rock the tomboy look one day, and then the next you are getting your hair done, getting all glammed up. But people definitely do view you as someone that may not do that as often. So you don't glam yourself up the way you should, you know, because it's like I was getting the message of, you know, people seeing you, and they see things about you that, oh my gosh, like, you know, if I had her hair, I would do so much with it. All right. Like Rapunzel. I'm thinking of Rapunzel. You know how she had long hair. So it's like, people look at you and they see varieties. They see something that's versatile with you. You can change so much about yourself. All right. And I'm not saying like change yourself like cosmetic work. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you have a lot of things that people will like, oh my gosh, if I had, you know, her butt, I would so rock this dress. You know, if I had her hair, I will rock this hairstyle. You know, if I had her thick eyebrows, I would get, you know, my eyes, you know, what do they get it, like arched, like stuff like that. Like people look at you and they see that, they think these things. All right. So you definitely are viewed as someone that has a lot, you know, to a lot of people. Okay. You just don't see this in yourself. Pawn number 3. And then I got the message of giraffes. All right. I was looking at her neck and I just got that message. So that was so random. So, yeah. So I decided to just look up the totem of giraffes, because I wasn't really understanding what Spirit was saying with that. So I got the message from Google. Giraffes can mean beauty, kindness, calm, wisdom, patience. Like, isn't that crazy how the first one was beauty? So you see, like, that's the first thing people notice about you. Pawn number 3 is your beauty. Like, you're beautiful. All right, man, female watching, you're someone that's very beautiful. And I think you need to say that to yourself more often. Okay. And also I got intuition as well. So you're definitely someone that's intuitive, but that was the last one. So maybe you put this, you know, on the back burner. Maybe you don't realize how intuitive you are. Maybe you don't realize like how gifted you are. Some of you guys may not listen to your intuition as much as you maybe should. All right. People view you as definitely someone that, you know, you have a gift, you have power. Okay. And also I did write down giraffes are actually symbols of awareness. So isn't that funny how they're symbols of awareness? And I was picking up on someone that is so observant and so aware of things on their body, things about themselves. And, you know, you may bring yourself down because of that. All right. I definitely do feel like some of you guys may like suffer from like body dysmorphia or maybe just like low self-esteem. But again, people don't see it. People don't see the way you see yourself. Pawn number 3. I feel like you humble yourself too much. This is how people view you. Okay. Definitely, yeah. Because again, with like the eyebrow thing, I was like, oh shoot, I didn't even notice that. All right. So it's like, you may notice, you know, people are like, oh, I don't see that. I didn't even notice that. I don't agree with that. Pawn number 3. So I definitely do feel like people view you as someone that is like really nice, really good looking, and they wish you could see it in yourself more. I was also picking up on someone that may have like a health concern. So maybe that's, again, thank you, Spirit. I didn't even peep that. So maybe that is something that's out of your control. Maybe you have like a health issue that causes something. Okay. Yeah. take it how it resonates, okay? But I also do feel like you're someone that takes care of yourself. Like, you do what you have to do, okay? And I got the message of humbling yourself, and I say that because you definitely do humble yourself. But I was looking at the cups, all right? And versus like pile 2 and pile 3, pile 2's drinking out of a fancier glass mug. You're drinking out of a plastic cup. So maybe you're also someone that prefers, plastic utensils, plastic or like paper plates, okay, versus the other, glass, all right? I feel like that's also like symbolic to how you just downplay yourself. Like, you would rather give yourself an off brand than a name brand when you do deserve the name brand. All right. What this goes for clothes wise as well. I do feel like, you don't buy yourself the exquisite stuff that you deserve. Okay. Because you are someone that is deserving of this. So definitely people view you as that. Like, they see you don't spend as much money on yourself the way you should. Pile number 3, you definitely support other people. You spend money on other people. You spend money on your children. That's great. That's awesome. But definitely support yourself as well. It's currently 12:21 p.m. on the clock now. So it's mirror energies. So yeah, I do feel like people view you as someone that may just like suffer from like, how you see yourself in a mirror when you are, again, a beautiful person. Like, your reflection is beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna end the channel messages because I think that was all. So now we're going to read the oracle. Now, you were the only pile number 3, that got 2 oracle messages. So I thought that was funny. I was gonna put it back. I did think about it, not gonna lie, but I was like, no, it's a reason. Everything happens for a reason. So yeah, we're gonna read them. The first one, we have 25. Protective nest. Wow. And y'all keep in mind, I did not read the descriptions at all. I just pulled the channel. I pulled the oracle cards after I wrote down the channel messages for all the piles. So, and they've been resonating like crazy. It's beautiful. All right. So let's see. Number 25, we have nurture, motherhood, nurture, motherhood, protector, incubation. All right. Wow. Belying her serene expression, this woman is hatching more than just creative thoughts. She is a mother, creator of all. The giant bird's nest on her head holds 3 eggs and an older bird already born into the world. Under her skirt, there is a glimpse of a large egg. This card symbolizes motherhood, protection of children, and how children develop under a mother's care. Wow. Be aware of how your actions or words can affect a fledgling soul. I hope I said that right. Fledgling soul. So I wonder if this is you being maybe too protective as well. Number 3, people may view you as someone that's overly protective. All right. And again, you are like a nurturer to everybody. Everyone that's under your wing, they're safe, they're protected. But you may also, have them in that incubator a little too long, all right? You have to understand when it's time for them to fly the nest. Number 3. All right, so this is how people are viewing you. Like, you definitely do love your babies, or you love the people around you, and it doesn't have to be your own children. But I do definitely feel like you may, I don't know, you love to give, you love to nurture, but you don't have enough time. You don't make enough time to nurture yourself. All right, and this is how people are viewing you. So the next card we have is Eva. Okay, wow, she looks beautiful. She has like all these flowers and snakes around her. Wow. Okay, so number 16. So we're going to read that. Number 16. All right, duplicity, deception, caution. Wow. Out of the jungle steps a woman, half of her body covered with exotic plants and flowers. A snake wriggles around her neck. The woman presents herself like a sweet fruit to be picked, She offers excitement and novelty, but be careful. Her kiss could be as toxic as the bite of a snake, like a deceitful friend or lover. Her unreadable countenance masks her true intentions. Ooh, pot number 3. I do feel like people may also have like mixed feelings about you. You may have people that you are like this snake towards, okay? So people may pick that up, all right? So it is a group. That's possibly why 2 cards came out, because you do have a group that sees you as this protector, but then you have this could be maybe how you are, with people you just meet, maybe people you don't trust. You do have this persona that you can be, a little cautious, all right? So yeah, I do feel like with this deception here, people may view you as someone that could be that, but you choose not to be that, all right? Because it's definitely similar to Scorpio vibes. It's like, how they have this persona of being this strong, mean person, but on the inside they're like this protector, nurturer, this emotional person. That's what I'm getting, like similar vibes to that. You don't have to be a Scorpio, but it's similar to that. So it's like the outer shell that you show to people. It's like once they see this other side, it kind of confuses them. Pile number 3. So yeah, I definitely do feel like you have people got a mixed feelings about you, but it's because of what you choose to show. It's what you choose to show to certain people. But I do see that you are a big nurturer. Like you are a great parent. Even if you're not a parent, you're a great person. Okay. So we're going to pull a couple cards from tarot. Yeah. Red could also be like a color you like, red or black. All right. So let's see, Spirit. Pile number 3. Definitely a mysterious energy with you. Definitely. You have another side to you. This is how people are viewing you. We got the Queen of Wands and then we got the Tower. So yeah, this again goes back to the Queen of Wands, like that attractiveness. Everyone knows the Queen of Wands in tarot is known as the one that everyone is lusting after. Pot number 3, you definitely are someone very attractive, okay? You're a lover. A lot of people love a lot of things about you. And also she's holding this sunflower and it's like beaming this beautiful light. So it's like you are someone that radiates positivity. You are someone that radiates growth, okay? So it's like when people are under your care, like they are growing to be the best that they can be, all right? She has all these flies around her, these yeah, whether I don't know if they're like beetles or something in this card, but yeah, it's like the people that you do keep around, you have taught them a lot. All right, you also keep them going. You are like the light in their world as well. Okay, and that's why I was getting. Maybe you will be drawn to another pile, because that was a message in another one. I just can't remember which one. But yeah, so your children, or again, the people around, it's like they are taken care of. You provide good care. This is how people are viewing you. All right. I don't know if you run like a daycare business or what. You're a babysitter. You're a mom, dad. Either way, people know if their child is under your care, they're taken care of. They know that. The Tower card here, I also feel like this again goes back to like the confusion. I do feel like people are viewing you as someone that has kind of confused them a little bit, because maybe one minute you did show the Eva side and then the next you're this protective nest. So you do have, again, these mixed feelings that some people are feeling, and it's because of what you choose to show. I do feel like you definitely do decide which side to show to people, but I see you are a beautiful soul inside. All right, you may have this protective outer layer that you have to give people to as a form of protection, like you want to scare people off, but you definitely are a ball of sunshine and on the inside. I can see that here. I definitely do feel like pile number 3, people view you as someone that they wish that they could maybe nurture the same way you nurtured them, because I'm looking at this Tower card here, and she's holding a tower that's basically exploding, right? And this is you. you are doing that. You are holding people in their tower moments, but it's like no one's holding you. So you may notice that maybe like in connections or like, I don't know, friendships, take it how it resonates. This could be why you have this Eva side, the other card, what I was saying with like the snakes, the deception. Like you may be just someone very cautious, and it's because you never had someone to reciprocate that energy. Pile number 3. Yeah, there's definitely some deep underlying traumatic experiences in this energy here. I just I can't get into the specifics, but I feel it. Like I definitely do feel it, and I see that here with this tower, and people are kind of thrown away when they see like, wow, you actually are this kind person, but it doesn't feel like it's always reciprocated to you. And that's probably again why you do that. Like, okay, let me just become this distant, blunt person. Okay, we have the World card. Wow, so that's 2 major arcanas here, and then we have the Queen of Wands. Wow. Pile number 3, I do feel like who you are as a person, you have really helped a lot. Like you help people get on their feet. You help people in their own tower moments. Like I said, like I feel like you really do kind of just teach people a new way of living, a new world. All right. I feel like you take people in your care. All right. And it's like their world becomes your world. All right. It's very strange. Like I'm telling you, like I'm picking up on that, but then I'm picking up on this other side of you. You see how her eyebrows up? It's like, like a little curious, a little like trying to maybe see how they are on the inside. Okay. Maybe you also try to read other people. All right. Take it how it resonates. Pile number 3. But I definitely do feel like you are someone that's also intuitive. But again, it feels like maybe past experiences, traumatic experiences, has kind of built a shield around you, and it kind of like makes you second guess people, question people. And I feel like this is vice versa. All right, I hope that's making sense. Okay, so let's see. Okay, are you gonna come out? Okay, it's not coming out. It's like I see the King of Pentacles wanting to come out, but it's not coming out. I do feel like people view you as someone that, wow, the King of Pentacles came out. Okay. All right. So what I was going to say was people view you as someone that will definitely like take care of everyone else but yourself. Like the King of Pentacles, I feel like even if you're not on your feet, you will make sure someone else is on their feet. And this could be maybe in your connections or like your friends, your family. I don't know. But part number 3, this could be why. Like you may have had people use you. That's why. You have had people use you, take advantage of this nurturing quality about you. Yeah. But you really are this amazing person. You're this beautiful soul on the inside and on the outside. All right. But you definitely do have that other side that is like, I'm going to definitely be cautious of you. And, you're not afraid to also come off as someone, that doesn't want to be talked to, messed with, something like that here. All right. So I'm going to end it there. If this resonated with you, pile number 3, feel free to let me know. I would love to know. With that being said, love and light, and bye-bye.